So for this first part, I want you to feel the length of your back. So you can close your eyes, but just notice the back side of your body. So feel the shoulders relaxing. See if you can just notice the back side of your body. You can close your eyes and start to go inwards. And just take a moment to take a couple deep cleansing breaths. On your inhale, I want you to feel the inhale rise from your low ribs to your chest, to your throat, to your head. On the exhale, emptying out from the head, the chest, and then the belly. See if you can squeeze in the belly on the exhalation. That's called mala. You want to activate some heat. So we inhale all the way up the front side and exhale down the back side, creating this circular motion of breath, inhaling up, expanding out through the ribs like a cylinder to the sides, and exhaling, squeezing the belly in, kind of activating it and pushing it out. Think of a balloon. As you inhale, the balloon gets bigger and expands outwards. On the exhale, you're releasing air from the balloon and the balloon's getting smaller and squeezing in. And just a couple more of those, breathing in, big breaths. Exhaling out nice and slow. We inhale, fill up. Exhale to let go. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Blink your eyes open. Press your feet actively into the ground beneath you. If your feet aren't touching the ground, put your feet on something. And we'll start by raising our right hand out in front of you. And just stretch out your fingers. Take your right hand to your left shoulder and look to the right. And now bring your right hand back forward and down to your lap. Left hand reaches out in front of you. Bring it to your right shoulder, look to the left. And bring your left hand back out and lower your left hand. So you can move at your own pace now that you see where we're going. So I'll do it a couple times with you. Right hand goes out, right hand to your left shoulder, look to the left. Look to the right. All these backwards. Right hand comes out, right hand comes down. Left arm reaches out, left arm to your right shoulder, look to the left, and center, hand comes down. Right arm, left shoulder, look to the right, and down. Left hand, right shoulder, look to the left. Now do a couple more of these, breathing at your own pace. The inhale, the arm comes up. Exhale to look away. And hand comes down on the exhale. So the inhale, the lift up. Exhale, hand to shoulder, look away. Reach forward, exhale down. Do 3 more of these, 1 on each side, 3 more times. Seeing how you guys are doing. Good. Looks like you guys are getting it. And when you finish, just place your hands on your lap. Right. Sit nice and tall and take 3 breaths here. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale and exhale. Now we're going to take the right arm out to the right side. Bring it behind you and then look towards your right hand. Just kind of drawing back the right shoulder, reaching back. And then bring that arm back forward. Let's try the other side. Left arm, reach back. A little gentle twist. And back forward. Now we're going to reach back. One more time. Go back. And then bring it here. Left hand goes back. And bring it here. Now, right arm's going to go back, but as the right arm goes back, take your left hand to your right shoulder and reach back. Bigger twist. Feet stay planted. And come back through center. Switch hands. Right hand goes to left shoulder. Left arm reaches back. Back through center. We'll try again the other side. Left hand to right shoulder. Right hand reaches back. Center. Right hand to left shoulder. Left hand reaches back. Center. Now we're going to reach arms up from the front to the sky. Exhale into cactus arms. Bring the elbows down below your shoulders. Spread your 10 fingers apart. Lift your chest and chin up. Push back the elbows. Open your chest. Press your feet actively into the ground. Feel the back and the spine, the shoulder blades, everything kind of hugging in. And then straighten the arms, straighten the spine, reach up. I'm going to do a couple of these. Bend the elbows towards the ribs. Lift the chest, pull the chin back as opposed to forward. Try to pull it back this time. And then inhale, reach it up again. Elbows come down on the exhale, squeeze them into the ribs. Chin juts back as opposed to forward. Give yourself that double chin. And then inhale, back up. 2 more. Exhale, cactus arms, elbows to ribs, chin juts back. Inhale, reach up. 1 more. Cactus arms, elbows in, chin back. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Arms reach, extend and up. Hands to your knees. Tuck your belly in towards your spine. Round the back like a cat. Take a couple breaths here. Now begin to rock your head, shoulder to shoulder. Nice gentle rocks. Stretching out the back of your neck. And now with your chin tucked in towards your chest, slide your hands to your hip crease, roll your shoulders back, and then take your hands off your legs and point your thumbs away. Inhale, arms up out to the side. Grab a hold of your right wrist with your left hand and we'll lean towards the left side of the room. So you're just kind of picking up that right shoulder. If that doesn't feel good, hold the back of your head. You can also do that. And we're back through center. Switch your grip on your hands. Hold the left wrist with your right hand. Lift up, right, left rib cage. Lean to the right. And back through center. Take your hands, interlace them behind your back. And pull your knuckles towards the seat of the chair. Straighten your elbows, lift your chin slightly up and tucked back. And then see if you can move your chest forward. drawing it back and maybe lifting up a little higher, feeling like the front of your body is kind of zipping up. Beautiful. Now release the arms back out to a T. Right hand to left knee, left hand sweeps back for the twist. And then right hand back out. And then left hand to right knee, right hand behind you. And back out to a T. Right hand to left leg. And out. Left hand to right leg. 2 more times. We'll go to the left. And up. To the right. And out. Last one, to the left. To the right. And out. All the way up. Reach forward, hinge at the waist, and fold over your legs. So at this point, if your back is ready and you want to go down further, take it down further. If you're not ready, stay up a little higher. And just kind of hang out and massage your legs for a moment here. Take a deep breath in. Exhale out and fold just a little deeper so you can get a little closer to the ground. And now inhale big and start to rise up. Bring your right knee into your chest. Lean to the back of your chair and hug that knee in. And then move around your right foot. So move the ankle, point and flex it, circle it, whatever feels good here. Very nice. And then lower that leg down. We'll switch it out and take the left knee in. Give it a squeeze and move around the left ankle. And we'll lower that leg down. Now lift your right knee up and push down with your right hand. Arch your back and lean back. So just kind of use your hand. I've got really short arms, so those of you with long arms can feel this probably more. But the right shoulder goes down. You're just kind of pushing your palm into your knee, leaning back. You'll feel this little tension maybe right here in the front of your throat, some tension in the leg muscles, your abdominals, and then we'll release it. And try the other side. So sit back straight, left palm on left knee, knee comes up, foot rises off the floor, lean back as you're trying to like push away the left knee. Feel the core activating here. Don't forget to breathe. And then lower down. Now we're going to sit to the back of the chair, lift both feet up. See if you can hover on your sit bones. And then drop the feet back to the floor. Lean forward, and then rock back again. Feet come up. So again, we're trying to get you warm. So we're going to do a little core exercise here. Rock forward, rock back. Feet can come off the ground or stay on the ground. Knees can come up high or they can stay low. Do what works best for you this morning. Think about Ujjayi breath maybe for this one. In and out of your nose, that fiery kind of breath. All right, so if you like to add on, you can come with me. I'm gonna put my feet down, lift up my buttocks, sit back down. Just a little bit or more heavier lifting here. Just working leg muscles, your abdominal muscles. My squeaky chair is making some noises this morning. And when you've had enough, when you're like, whoa, that's it. That's my edge. Pause and just fold. If you need more, go for it. You You can stay here nice and low, elbows on your knees, hands in prayer, and just look down and then concentrate on your breathing. Maybe feel your heart rate. See what's happening. A little bit of blood pumping through your body. Maybe even close your eyes and smile for a couple of those breaths. Yoga is not about making the perfect shapes or looking like you're in some sort of yoga magazine or something. It's about getting in touch with who you truly are. Slow down enough to actually learn about your physical body, to learn about your mental state, your emotional states, to notice your prana, your breath. Take 3 more breaths here. Start to rise back up after you finish your 3rd breath. We're going to move into crescent warrior. So you're going to turn your right knee to the right side. Take your left knee, bring it behind you. So your option is to keep the knee straight down or bring the foot back. Try to get your left heel up off the ground. Show you. So see, I'm using the yoga block underneath my right foot just because it brings the floor a little higher because I'm short and it makes me feel a little more stable. Now, I want to try to push back that left leg so I can feel my hip flexor here. Hips going towards the right knee. Right knee should be at some sort of close to a 90-degree angle. You want knee kind of over the ankle. And you don't want to lean in and you don't want to lean it out. So you want it kind of straight ahead. Now see if you can push back just a little bit more into the heel. Maybe even squiggle back your left toes. I'm holding on with the right hand. And then I'm going to reach the left arm forward. Now immediately I started to feel this here. If that's too much, bring it back in. So you're always welcome to make adjustments if it's too much. Now we're going to take the left arm up and touch the back of the left leg. Inhale, circle, touch the right knee. Inhale, lift up, touch the back of the left leg. Inhale, up, touch the right knee. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Keep your left hand on your right knee and turn just a little bit to the back of your chair. See if you can kind of lift through the crown of your head and just make a little bit of a twist. You might not get very far. The right hand, again, if it's holding the back of the chair, can kind of anchor you and help you with the twist. Rib cage is lifting, back heel, left heel is up off the ground. Ooh, feeling that whole twist coming from the root up to the crown of your head. Awesome. Let's spin ourselves around into warrior 2. So drop that left heel, adjust yourself as needed. I found it easier to get my knee crease up close to the edge of the chair. That makes it work better for me. And then see if you can get the left leg straight, or it may be out here if to the left side doesn't feel good in your body. Now, sit nice and tall with hips over shoulders, and we'll start there. Arms come out to a T. Reach slightly forward to the right, and then bring it back through center. And then we'll take another big stretch to the right. Keep reaching, reach, reach, reach. and back through center. On this one, we're going to reach and flip the right palm over. So reach, flip the right palm, lift it over your head, reverse this warrior. Left hand can go down beside your left leg, or you can bind it behind your back. You can also hold the back of your head. We'll take a couple breaths here. Re-extend back out to warrior two. Look over your right palm. And then bring your right hand to your right leg. Left arm up and over, or hold the back of your head. Draw back the left shoulder. Gaze upwards. Extend out. Press your left pinky toe into the floor. So feel the big toe and the pinky toe really activating, stretching out the left leg. Keep reaching. Beautiful. Back to warrior two. And we'll reverse it. Very good. Warrior two. Hands come down. And let's step our feet back together. Tadasana pose. Pause with your feet firmly rooted. Take your thumbs out beside you. Lift the crown of your head up. Shoulders back, spine nice and long. And let's inhale all the way up. Exhale, cactus arms, elbows towards your ribs, head extending, chin comes back. Inhale, re-extend up. Exhale, hands to your knees, cat-like shape. Fold forward, slide down the front of your legs. Now slide up halfway to your knees, roll your shoulders back, lengthen your neck forward. Exhale, fold. Press into the ground with your feet, slide up. Arms come back overhead. And hands to prayer at your heart center. Good. Now let's come into crescent warrior on the other side. We're just going to step back the right leg this time. And see if you can get the hip flexor on the right side going back. Again, adjust your left foot so the crease of your knee is real close to the chair. And again, if you need to come in, come in. Push back. So see the extension through the back leg, the right heel's off the ground. Hips going forward. And then we'll reach out with the right hand. Bring it up. Bring it back behind you. Touch your back of your right leg. Inhale, re-extend up. And then right hand to left knee. Let's do a couple of these. Inhale. And then exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Let's do two more. Breathing and moving at your own pace here. And when you finish this one, just keep your right hand on your left knee, lift through the crown of your head upwards, and take a little twist to the back of your room. So towards the back of your chair. You won't probably make a huge twist, but just feel that body, the torso rotating back towards the back of the chair. Very good. Now let's spin back forward, touch down the right foot. So the whole foot is on the ground. Left knee is still over left ankle. And then we'll take our arms out to a T. We'll reach over here to the left, and then bring it back in. 2 more. Reach to the left, and back in. Reach to the left, and back in. And this one, we're going to flip it. So reach, reach, reach. Left palm comes up. Reverse over your head. Peaceful warrior. Stay here for just a breath or two. Now back to warrior 2. Extended side angle. Push down into the sole of your right foot. Now reverse it. Peaceful warrior. And lower the left hand. Step the feet together. Arms come out to the side. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, cactus arms. Chin tucks in. Elbows push back. Inhale, re-extend up. Look up. In between your hands if it feels okay in your neck. Exhale, hands to your knees. Look in between your knees. Squeeze your belly in. Push your shoulder blades apart. And then exhale, hands slide down your shins and fold. Slide up, lift up halfway. Shoulders drawing away from your head. Spine is nice and long and flat. And then exhale, fold forward. Press into your feet, squeeze your belly in, arms lift up. And hands to your heart center. Bow forward. Bring your shoulders over your knees, sit onto the edge of your chair if you're not already. Then we're going to take a couple twists. Take your left elbow, point it towards your right knee. And then come back through center. And we'll twist to the other direction. Right elbow to left knee. Center. Now we're going to open our arms out and sweep the left arm across the right knee as we reach up with the right palm all the way to the sky. Notice what's happening in the knees. Maybe you want to squeeze them closer together. And come back through center. And we'll switch directions. Right arm goes across the left knee. Left arm sweeps up. Big stretch. Feels so good in the shoulders. And lower down. Now reach both arms out in front of you like a lightning bolt. Spread apart your fingers so they're nice and active. Now reach your hands back towards your hips. Point your head forward. Push into the ground. Hug your belly in. Reach way back. Now inhale, sweep the arms up by your ears again. Thunderbolt. Let's do 3 more of these, moving and breathing at the same time. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. We're going to hold this one. Reach back. Point your head forward. Feel the strong legs. Good. Now take your hands to the outside ankles. So hold on to your legs. If it feels good to you, tuck your chin in. If it doesn't, look forward. Push up your spine, so round your back. So feel this vertebrae coming away from one another. Very nice. Slide your hands back up your legs nice and slow. Straighten out your legs in front of you. And then point your toes up. So your toes come off of the ground. Heels stay down. Again, don't slide out of your chairs if you're sliding. Be careful. Hands come to your knees. Now feel your shins activating and maybe the back of your legs, pointing your toes forward towards yourself. Now lean back, so you should have some space back here to lean back. And we're gonna lift the right leg up so the hip and knee and ankle are all in one line if we can. And then lower that down. Try the other side. Left leg extends, push out through the left leg and lower it. Right leg, left leg. Just do a couple of these, moving and breathing at your own pace. Ooh, feeling that in the lower abdomen this morning. Hope you didn't just eat a big breakfast. Let's do 2 more on each side. Take your time, no rushing. And when you finish, you can bend your knees, slide your heels back in, and then we're going to sit up. So now we're back in our seated neutral spine. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale to cactus arms. Inhale, reach up, look up. Hands to your knees, round like a cat. Chin tucks in. And then exhale, slide your hands down your shins. Lift up halfway, flat spine. Exhale, forward fold. Pressing to the ground with your feet, rise all the way up through the arms. And hands to your heart center. All right, let's stand and do a couple balance poses. So move yourself to the back side of your chair. And I will step your feet a little bit wider than hip distance. So the chair is there if you need it, so your fingertips can touch it, but you might not need it for this one. So we're going to take the arms out to a T. Just going to turn this way so you can see. And we're going to take the right hand to the left shoulder. As you do that, take the left hand behind you. And then you're just going to turn. So this is a bigger twist. Toes point forwards or front of the chair. You're just going to twist to feel the lift of the head. And then arms come back out. Left hand to right shoulder, right hand behind you. Look to the right. Now arms come out, grab to a T. Lower your hands down. Let's do that again. Inhale, arms out. Right hand to left shoulder, left hand binds behind your back. So it looks like this, back there. And you're kind of twisting. Looking to over your left shoulder. Reach out. Left hand to right shoulder, right hand behind you. Back out. To the left. Center. To the right. Center. Arms come down. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, arms out to a T. Right hand to left shoulder, left hand behind you. Center. Left hand to right shoulder, right hand behind you. center, and hands come down. Now, and I know you have your chair in front of you. So here, what I want you to do is just lean forward, push back. If you want to come, if you're tall enough and can put your hands on the front of the seat, go for that. If that's not accessible, hold this. If you need to move the chair a little bit more forward to get into it, go for it. If you're like, this is too easy, come to the ground or an ottoman or whatever you have that's a little higher up. Again, these are why the blocks are fun, because if you had a block, you could put it in front of you and it kind of raises the floor up. Seat of the chair is also good. Any of these things are fine. Never lock out the back of your knees. You want to keep the knees nice and soft. Let's take 3 more breaths here in this inversion. So an inversion is anytime the head gets below the heart. If you get dizzy with the head below the heart, that's a sign you shouldn't do it. Take 1 more deep breath in. Exhale it out. On the inhale, bend your knees and rise up. Bring your arms back out to a T. Step your feet together and hands to prayer. All right. Now we're going to step out slightly with the right foot and then lift up the right knee. And you're welcome to pause here, just balancing on the left foot. Your chair is there if you need it. Or you can bring the foot to the leg for your tree pose. Just take a couple breaths, trying to find our balance. This takes focus, so don't look at me in the camera or on the screen. I need you to find something that's not moving, that's a couple feet in front of you, kind of at your horizon. And then we'll shake it out when you're ready. Back to Tadasana, thumbs pointing away from you, shoulders relaxed and down. Step out with the left foot, and then bend the knee, see if you can bring it up, maybe hovering the foot a couple inches off the floor. And then move your way to tree. Toes can be on the ground, or you can slide your foot anywhere up and down the right leg, wherever it feels good to you. Find your 1 point of focus. Notice your breathing. Slow it down. Can you be really intentional about the breath? And now we're going to release that pose, shake out your legs. Hands beside your hips. And now step back your right foot and tuck your right toes under. So stretching the top of your right foot. You should feel a little bit in maybe in the hip flexor, but probably mostly on the top of your right foot. There's a lot of bones in there. I think there's 26 to be accurate. See if you can bring your shoulders back some. And maybe your belly forward, finding this nice little arch in your low back. And then we'll step the right foot back in. Maybe roll out the shoulders a couple times so you're not tensing them up. And then we'll step back with the left foot. Toes are tucked under. If you have on shoes, it might be more challenging here. Socks are okay. And see if you can lean back, maybe arching the back some, feeling that this is a back bend. Give it as much pressure as you need. If it's too much, lean more forward. You know how you have control over how much you do. Then we'll step back Left foot meets right foot, shake out your hips. And now I'm going to turn back to the side here so you can see me. We're going to come up onto our tippy toes, so rise up into your toe bounce and see how tall you can get. Now lower your heels, bend your knees, and squat. Now we're going to straighten the legs, lift up the heels, and do that again. Lower the heels and squat. Straighten the knees. If you've got bum knees, be careful. You go lower, and you rise up higher. Do one more. Then lower your heels, and we'll step back into a downward facing dog now. Your legs should be nice and warm. Stretch out your arms way out in front of you. Push back your hips. And now take just a second or two to kind of feel out all the muscle groups that are working here. Breathe deeply. On Monday, I talked about teachable moments. There's so many moments in our lives that anger us or excite us or different emotions. The idea is to be able to discern our emotions so we can live our life freely with the thoughts we want to express, say what we want to say, do what we want to do, if we're more aware of them. All right, when you're ready, we're going to rise up into that high plank. So your high plank is just lifting up the heels, hips coming forward towards the top of the chair. Push your hands into the top of the chair, lift your head up, heels come up off the ground, and now push back, downward facing dog. Good, now step the right foot forward, bend into the right knee, and then step back the right foot. Step your left foot forward, bend into your left knee. Step your left foot back. Step your right foot forward, bend into your right knee, lean back. Take your hands to your hips. Elbows point back behind you. Lift in front of your chest and maybe bend deeper into the right knee. How's your breathing? Now hands back to the chair. Step back with the right foot. Step forward the left foot. Bend into the left knee. Push back through the right heel. Hands to your hips. Heart forward, elbows back. Feel that in the back. Ooh, calf. Ooh, feel that big time today. Very nice. Hands back to the chair. Step back, downward facing dog. Now rise up and step to the chair. Stand tall. And we're going to bend your right knee behind you. So lift up the right foot. And now cross it behind you, make scissor legs. So we're going to try to find your IT bands. You're just crisscrossing your legs here. And see if you can balance on the edges of your feet. And by that, the pinky edge, the knife edge of your feet. See if you can get the soles of your feet off the ground. Again, if you're wearing shoes, probably not possible. Hopefully you don't have to wear shoes in your house unless it's super cold, but see if you can just balance on the edges of your feet. Right. Uncross your legs, shake it out. And then we're going to do the other side. So stand nice and tall. Left knee bends behind you. And then we cross it behind the right. There's scissor legs here. And then see if you can roll onto the edges of your feet. So really trying to focus on strengthening the ankles and the IT band in this one. You can even bend your knees some to squat. So try to balance. When you're ready, uncross your legs. Feet underneath your hips. Scoop your arms out in front of you. Reach up. And then reach back. Cactus your arms. Tuck your chin in, just like we do when we're in our chair. But now we're standing. Take your right elbow towards your right hip. Back through center. Left elbow to left hip. Arms reach up. And arms come down the front. Good. Back to your chair or to the mat if you want to come to the floor. Finish out our practice with a couple twists here. Turn your knees to the right. And we'll take the left ankle, place it on top of the right. Hold on to the side of your chair with your left hand. Take your right hand to the other side of the chair or bind it behind your back. That's another option. Lift up through the crown of your head, squeeze your inner thighs, and then start to rotate to the back of your room. Now come back through center. Tiptoe your way back. So put your back on the back of the chair for a minute. Kind of press if you've got a solid back, this should feel really good. Kind of pressing your back. If you're on the floor, just keep your knees bent and your soles of your feet on the ground. Now ever so slowly, we'll take a little turn to the left. Press your right ankle on top. Right hand goes across your chest and hold on to the left hand to either your back or to the right side of your chair. Lift up, hug in, and then twist. Now come back through center, unwind yourself. Push your spine onto the floor if you're on the mat, or push your spine into the back of the chair. Take a couple breaths here. Now, if you're on the floor, start to straighten out your legs. If you're in your chair, you can do the same, and you'll kind of slide forward. And then we're going to take a big stretch up overhead. So arms go over your head, toes point away from you, long stretch from fingers to toes. And then exhale your hands down by your hips. At this point, if you'd like to close your eyes, you can take a moment just to close your eyes. Just breathe. Notice how you feel in this moment. What are things running through your mind? What kind of thoughts come to you when you're still? Or is it something you struggle with, as most people do? Think of your meditation practice as an observation, as a way to observe your innermost thoughts. We typically don't take a lot of time just to sit and be with ourselves throughout our day. Maybe you do it more in the retirement years, but that is something that householders, younger people they don't take that time. Do you have the opportunity right now just to let go, relax, let your body sink into stillness? Free yourself from anything you have to do for the next few minutes. If you're finding it hard to concentrate, keep your eyes open and maybe stare at the tip of your nose. Your mind is a place of its own. John Milton in 1609 wrote, "The mind is its own place, and in itself can make heaven of hell and hell of heaven." Milton credits the mind with the power to shape our experiences of reality. How often we do, how often we do our own crankiness makes hells or heavens, becomes blind to our own good fortune. In a challenging pose, we switch a switch of perspective may be all that is needed in order to transform a situation we're feeling into something heavenly. So for a moment, just acknowledge the good fortune you've had in your life. Take 3 more gentle inhalations and 3 more exhalations, as slow and as big as you can, as mindfully as you can. When you finish that third exhalation, bring a smile to your face. Start to rock your head from one shoulder to the other shoulder. Just making some gentle movements here. Now, keeping your chin tucked towards your chest, wrap your arms around yourself. If you're laying on your mat, hug your knees in. Give yourself a squeeze and a hug. And now stretch out, big stretch out. If you're on your mat, roll to one side and bring yourself up to seated. We'll finish out our practice, acknowledging one another with our hands in prayer. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for taking the time to work on yourself, for being true to yourself. May each of you have a wonderful Easter and happy holidays. Be kind, be healthy, be free. Namaste.